fall of Tenochtitlan and the Aztecs, the beginning of the scientific revolution, the first flush toilet was invented. During which century did these events occur? Vikings' first invasion, the capital of Japan is moved from Osaka to the city of Nara. Most of the Iberian Peninsula is conquered by Arab and Berber Muslims. To which century does this refer? Which three films did Steven Spielberg direct that were among the top 10 highest-grossing films of the 20th century? Name all three for a full point or two for a half point. The Battle of the Century is 1927 silent short film famous for its use of more than 3,000 cream pies and the film's climactic pie fight. The movie starred the iconic English-American comedic duo, which made more than 100 comedies together and were famous for their slapstick comedy, humor that exceeds the boundaries of normal physical comedy and may involve both intentional violence and violence by mishap. Name this comedy duo. The Hundred Years' War was the longest military conflict in European history, fought between England and France over territorial claims and the question of the succession of the French crown. The first thing, though, anyone usually learns about the Hundred Years' War is that it did not last 100 years. How long did the war last? Can you recognize the 5 following famous faces according to their mustache? Poutine is a dish of French fries and cheese curds topped with brown gravy. Although it is popular in all of Canada, its origins are tied to one province. Which province is it? Eggplant casserole featuring layers of eggplant, potatoes, and rich tomato meat sauce. This identifies the national dish of Greece. Can you name it? Which of Italy's popular pasta shapes does not feature in the photo? A. Farfalle, B. Rigatoni, C. Penne, D. Fusilli. Ackee and saltfish are enjoyed all over Jamaica, but what is ackee? Apple pie is widely considered to be the national dessert of the United States. In which century was the dish introduced to America by European immigrants? Can you guess the correct name of the movies hidden in their synonyms? First one is The Unlighted Cavalier. Undying Daylight of the ultra-clean brain power. The Lone Star State String Power Tool Destruction. The Magnificent Pearl of Danube's Guest House. Guidebook for tutoring your ringed lizard. Emma Roberts is both a rom-com fan and star, which makes sense considering she comes from the same family as rom-com legend Julia Roberts. How exactly are they related? Across the pond, it's not all that uncommon for royals to marry their relatives, and late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip are no exception. What kind of relative did Queen Elizabeth II marry? It's not unusual for some members of a family to choose the same career. That's what all four of the Baldwin brothers did. They all chose to be actors. They look alike, and quite often people have to look at the credits to see which Baldwin brother they are seeing on the screen. Name at least three to get half a point, and all four for a full point. The Habsburgs were one of Europe's greatest royal dynasties. In a bid to keep their power, the Habsburgs kept everything within the family. The highest inbreeding coefficient in the Habsburg dynasty occurred in the Austrian branch, where Marie Antoinette had inbreeding coefficient of 0.3, which is higher than the inbreeding coefficient of the progeny of an incestuous union, parent offspring or brother-sister. Can you name the last inbred ruler of the Habsburg dynasty? This is the richest family in the world. The majority of the family's wealth derives from the heritage of Bud and Sam, who were the co-founders of Walmart. What family are we talking about? The meaning of the lyrics on the 1983 track tells the story of a lover moving on after a breakup. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. Name the artist and the song, each for half a point. Music video of this hit showed the singer sailing down the canals of Venice in a gondola, as well as roaming around the castle wearing a white wedding dress. The song has been covered and parodied by a number of artists, including Elton John and Weird Al Yankovic. It has been recognized as one of artist's best songs, as well as the one that turned her into a superstar, and also had been credited with encouraging women and female performers from the time to embrace their sexuality. Who is the artist and what is the song's title? Each answer for half point. Featured in the movie Dirty Dancing, the famous song Hungry Eyes is a song performed by American musician, a former member of the band Raspberries. Do you know the musician's name? Song title is Super Trooper. Name the artist. Here are your hints for the next question. Released in 1981 from album Escape, the title came from Jonathan Cain, keyboardist. Ironically, he was thinking about quitting music prior to being hired by the band, and his father told him something which makes the song's title. Other of their songs include Faithfully, Any Way You Want It, Open Arms, Wheel in the Sky. Name the artist and song, each for half a point. Constellations were well known to observers for a long time. Depictions of some of the ancient constellations or the asterisms they are known for go back to prehistoric times. The list of modern constellations and the abbreviations used for them were produced by American astronomer Henry Norris Russell and approved by International Astronomical Union in 1922. How many constellations are there according to this modern view? There is tolerance of 4 constellations. Who from the following celebrities did not appear in the Dancing with the Stars US TV series? A. Sylvester Stallone, B. Petra Nemcová, C. Buzz Aldrin, D. Kelly Osbourne, E. Pamela Anderson. Can you recognize the company according to their logo? PokerStars is the largest real money online poker site in the world. Are you skilled in playing? And do you also know the history? If so, you will have no trouble answering this question. If you have Dead Man's Hand, what 2 pairs of cards are you holding? Team originally known as the Minnesota North Stars was one of the 6 teams added to the NHL in the 1967 expansion. They played in Minnesota until 1993 when the franchise relocated. Name the city and the team's name. The topic of the otherworldly maps starts with the map below, used in popular novels as well as TV series. Can you name the saga? The Murderer's Map was a magical document that revealed all of Hogwarts' School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Not only did it show every classroom and hallway, but also all the secret passages and the location of every person in the grounds, portrayed by a dot. Name the 4 people who created this magic map. Use their nicknames that are portrayed on the map for a full point. However, if you can name only their real names, half a point is yours. find the following places? Mushroom Kingdom, Bowser's Castle, Luigi's Mansion. Probably everyone knows the Simpsons family, but do you know their home address? The name of the street and the city will be sufficient to get a full point. There are many islands in Gulliver's Travels. What was the name of a fictitious island on a miniature scale where Gulliver appears as huge as a giant? On the 20th of July 2021, the session of the International Olympic Committee approved a change in the Olympic motto that recognizes the unifying power of sport and the importance of solidarity. The new motto now reads, Citius, Altius, Fortius, Communiter. What does it mean in English? In which city will be the next Summer Olympics in 2024 held? Get a half a point for the correct answer to the following question. How many times were the Olympics cancelled in history? You will be rewarded another half a point if you can also provide correct years. Which Greek deity was given honor and inspiration for the first Olympic Games? A traditional part of the opening ceremony starts with a parade of nations, during which most participating athletes march into the stadium, delegation by delegation. Name the country that entered the parade first, and the country that marched last in the latest Winter Olympic Games. Everyone probably heard about the largest stock market in the world, the New York Stock Exchange. But can you name the oldest one? What is the largest denomination of banknote ever printed in the USA for public consumption featuring a portrait of Salmon P. Chase. Can you identify the full currency name of ARS? The Big Short, based on a non-fiction book by Michael Lewis, chronicles the real lives and actions of several financial industry professionals in the mid-2000s, against the backdrop of the rise and then dramatic collapse of the real estate market. In which year was the movie released? There is a tolerance of 1 year. Money 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 is a song recorded by Swedish pop group ABBA from their fourth album Arrival. This and many more of their songs served as a base for a musical romantic comedy from 2008. Do you know the movie's title?